Hi everyone, this is Monica from Studio 300 as part of our Teen Crafternoon series. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make a watercolor botanical illustration, just like our watercolor botanical illustration class on Creativebug that you can find on our website. So in order to make this drawing, what you're going to need is a pencil, a couple micron pens in sizes 1 and 3. You're going to want to use those just so that when you paint over them, no ink will bleed or anything like that. You'll want a brush pen for writing script, and watercolors, and either watercolor brushes or a brush pen in order to paint with. You also want some paper and a paper towel to blot paint onto, and a jar of water. Some things that might be handy to have, but you don't necessarily need them, is something to draw a circle with. I've got a yogurt lid right here that I'm going to use as a template to draw a circle, and a ruler to just draw some lines so that I can have a guide for writing script once the illustration's done. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is take my template and draw a circle just so that I can have a general guide. I'm drawing with this HB pencil. And the idea for this project is we're going to be drawing some flowers and plants going around the circle, and then writing some script on the inside. This is a really good project if you like doing things like planners, or if you just want to make a nice sign or a gift for somebody, maybe like a monogram. So the next thing I'm going to do is draw some lines with the ruler for the script. Once you're done drawing, you'll be able to erase these lines. And most of the drawing is going to be done with the 2 micron pens. You can watch the Creativebug video for how to draw specific shapes for leaves and flowers. I'm going to try to be talking through what I'm doing as I draw. But to start, I'm going to try to draw a rose. It also helps to have some reference photos. I have one on my phone that I'm trying to go off of. We'll start by drawing sort of spiral. And then drawing these triangular sort of petal shapes around the corners of the spiral. It doesn't have to be really exact. You're just drawing sort of simplified forms. The next thing I'm going to do is to just start drawing around the circle. We're kind of going to go by sections. Feel free to turn the page so it makes it easier to draw. I'm just drawing a stem with a slight sort of S-curve and drawing branches off of the sides. You can either do alternating branches, or you can make them sort of come off of the same side. like this more. And then I'm just drawing teardrop shapes for the leaves. You can make them sort of irregular if you like. You can also make leaves different sizes. So like off the end of this rose, I kind of want some long leaves. Here I'm just drawing some berries. You can also draw stems that are crossing over one another. Again, they don't have to be perfect in any way. And here I'm just drawing little bunches of flowers, little U shapes and teardrop shapes to mimic lavender. I'm just going to keep drawing like that around the circle. And I'm just going to end by drawing kind of peony shape at the bottom of my design. So once you have a frame that you like drawn around your circle, you're going to take your brush pen and write in a script going down. If you're left-handed like me, you're going to turn your paper this way so that you can get the slants all parallel to each other. If you're right-handed, you're going to turn the paper this way. I think I'm just going to write the word rose inside. You're making all of your strokes down. As you go down, you're adding more pressure. As you're going side to side, you're adding lighter pressure, so there's a little bit of a stroke difference. Don't forget to lift your pen as you do each individual stroke. Okay. And then once you have your script and your drawing all ready, you can go ahead and start painting. So I'm going to take my jar of water and I've got a large brush and a small brush here. You don't have to paint exactly within the lines. I'm going to use a larger brush to do some of these flowers on the bottom. You can always paint outside the lines to sort of give it a loose effect. So I'm just dabbing water on my first flower there. And then I'm going to take some color from my watercolors and just put it down in the center. And that gives it a sort of wet on wet technique. You can do it with one color. You can lay multiple colors inside. So if you want the center to be darker or if you want the center to be multicolored, you can just let that kind of fade out to the rest of it. The leaves, I'm just dabbing water sort of loosely in each general area. It doesn't have to be super tight or anything. And I'm using a larger brush to sort of give a looser effect. If you want to do tighter details, you can use a small brush, which I'll show you in just a second. So for areas like these berries here, I want them to be a little bit more of an intense color. So I'm just dotting them with a small brush. And just like you did when you were drawing, you can feel free to turn the page if you need to. if you like, once certain areas dry, while you're working on other areas, you can go back in with different colors to sort of give some dimension. And that's how you make a botanical watercolor illustration at home. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this project. If you want to make it at home and share it with us, you can share it at fountaindale.org/crafternoons, or you can share it on social media with #FountaindaleLive. If you'd like to see more projects like this, go to fountaindale.org/events.